on April 6, 1994. A plane carrying Rwanda President and Burundi's president was shot down as it prepared to land in Kigali. According to reports, everyone on board the plane died. Majority attributed the tragedy of the two Hutu presidents to the genocide attacks that happened in Rwanda 1994. The Rwandan genocide left over 800,000 people dead and is widely remembered of the international community's failure to do much of anything to effectively stop the bloodshed. Former Ghanaian Major General Kwami Anyidoho has revealed that he received a call from New York directing for the withdrawal of the troops from the mission in Rwanda.
The Ghana contingent succeeded because of the exceptional roles that each member of the contingent played. As it will be recalled, at the time the United Nations in New York was contemplating the decision to close down its mission in Rwanda in view of the deteriorating security situation, I said to myself, as an African general playing a role in the mission, we cannot turn our backs on Rwanda. And I said, this is the time or the period that the Rwandese need us the most. I therefore sought and obtained approval from the government of Ghana to retain a residual force to assist in addressing the deteriorating security situation in whichever way possible.
There were 3 battalions in the mission, 1 from Belgium, 1 from Bangladesh, and 1 from Ghana. The Bangladesh and Belgium battalions quickly decided to leave the mission because of the killings, and they had already murdered 10 of the Belgian soldiers very early morning. These were troops that were guarding the Prime Minister's house. The Ghanaian battalion received a call from New York that the way things are going, the UN is planning on withdrawing all UN peacekeepers from Rwanda. But the Ghanaian Major General told the person who spoke to him from New York that it is not going to be possible because people are dying, so they can't abandon the mission and the people of Rwanda. He then told the UN authorities that Ghana soldiers are going to stay behind and save lives. Ghana did not retreat. Whilst all this were happening, the Ghanaian Major General has not yet sought for permission from home. So they did the honorable thing and called Ghanaian leaders and told them they were going to stay behind because the other 2 battalions, which is Belgium and Bangladesh, were leaving, and if Ghana were to leave, there would be a bloodbath in Rwanda. Fortunately, Ghanaian leaders accepted the suggestion and they decided to stay back. Several weeks after the Rwanda genocide began, a Ghanaian military officer named Colonel Clayton Yache organized a convoy to evacuate a group of Rwandese who had sought refuge in an upscale hotel. He loaded 80 people accused of being Tutsis or moderate Hutu into a covered trucks and sealed it so no one would see them. But after passing several roadblocks, his car was stopped by militiamen who found the people and declared their intention to kill every one of them, be it with grenade, machete, or their hands. Colonel Yache didn't carry a gun, and the 10 Ghanaian soldiers armed to protect the convoy didn't have enough firepower to overcome the 100 of militiamen. So Yache did only thing he could. He decided to talk his way out. Poorly equipped and often outnumbered, these troops guarded refugees, talked down militiamen, and did their best to provide security for refugees fleeing the 100 days of carnage that engulfed the country 20 years ago. 5 Ghanaians were killed or wounded, but by standing their grounds, Ghanaian peacekeepers helped save perhaps 3,000 lives. Ghana demonstrating the courage that so many other absolutes were unable to sustain in the face of such a horrible catastrophe. Others ran away while Ghana stayed behind. Most of the times, when I'm doing content, I normally say only Africans can solve African problems. What the Ghanaian military or the Ghanaian soldiers did was the perfect example of together or unity can really help Africa go far. Ghanaians should have just said, okay, we have nothing to lose and we have nothing to gain. So let's pack our bag and go back to Ghana. But because they see Rwandese or Rwandans as one of their own, they didn't give up on Rwanda. They decided to stay back and make sure peace is prevailed before they leave the country. They took the risk to make sure they help their brothers to fight that battle. Most of the times, when I tell people Africans shouldn't rely on the Western countries, most of them think we are just being racist or we are just being anti-Western. Nope. No country will help Africa. No country will save Africa. It's up to Africans to save ourselves. I can give you a perfect example of what happened in 2020 during the COVID. When it came critical and other countries need vaccine. The richest countries and the Western countries decide to halt the vaccines, and third world countries were even struggling to get some of the vaccine. This is a fact. And the COVID happened not long ago. So it's about time Africans realize that no Western country give a damn about African continent. If you see them here, they are just going to take what they want and leave us to rot. They are interested in our resources. They are not interested whether we succeed or we die. So this particular story is a very good lesson for many Africans to learn and to realize we are on our own. So the earlier we think of uniting to succeed, the earlier better for us. Please, I will leave a Telegram link in my description box. I want you to click on the Telegram link and join us as we discuss the progress of Africa in that group. This is going to be a very great platform for us to share our mind. Don't also forget to subscribe to this channel, as I'm going to bring you a great African content from all corners of Africa. Thanks for watching.